Hi, I'm Sister Wendy with Mission Recovery Services. And our organization had an opportunity to go and serve in Uvalde, Texas in the days following the horrific school shooting that claimed the lives of 21 people and harmed countless others. Hey guys, so I'm just keeping you updated. We have left the hotel. We are headed to Walmart and HEB to see if we can get meat donations in order to cook while we're out there in the community. If we can't, we're just going to buy it and serve the community and headed into Uvalde. So as you can see, we're packed down and ready to go. We've gotten gas, so we don't have to worry of running out of gas in the next few miles. And we're basically just making our way there. On day one, when we arrived in Uvalde, Texas, we headed to HEB so that we could get the food and so that we could go out and serve the community. And on the way to HEB, we saw the HEB disaster relief team set up. There were probably about 5 to 7 18-wheelers, the beds, the long beds of those trucks. And they were either storing food or preparing food. And so we introduced ourselves, our organization, what we were there for. They put us in touch with the volunteer coordinator for the area. Originally, we were told to go home, that they had so much food, so many people had come from all over, that there was just an overflow. And they really didn't see a need or a place for us to serve. But when we explained to them that we had been sent under the sponsorship of 2 nonprofit organizations, that we had a hotel room that was paid for that we couldn't return, when we explained to them the fact that we basically came to serve, and that we would find, some way to serve, that we just couldn't return home and not do anything. They worked to find us a spot. And so we ended up serving on a space that was really designated for World Central Kitchen, and they allowed us to come in and serve alongside them. So here goes Mission Recovery Services, right? We go get the food, we go over to the space, they give us a corner so that we can basically serve the community. And if you know Uvalde, it's hot, right? And so we're setting up, and no one knows us, we don't know them, but they're gracious. That day we served 113 meals. And in the course of it all, between being, told that really don't need your services, in the course of just trying to get set up and serve and do, my thoughts were, are we really here doing this? Are we doing the right thing? Should we really be here?
It's rolling.
So we are Mission Recovery Services, and we are out of Pearland, Texas. I am a certified special ed teacher in the state of Texas. And awesome. I was a former special ed director. Awesome. And so we had to come. We absolutely had to come. We are tired. But we had to come.
Thank you.
We drove in. We got here at 3 a.m. this morning. Slept and just came over. And so we've been trying to feed the community. I can't express to you how much Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District is on our hearts and our minds. And so I want want you to know we're here. We're here today, tomorrow, and we're here to serve. And as soon as we can get these strips going,
Get them dancing.
we're going to get them dancing, and they're
All
going
right.
to pop out like grease. Now, I want to say this, one thing. We have been sponsored by onepowerfulmovement.org. We have been sponsored by truebible.org. And the people here at World Central Kitchen have been amazing in letting us share the space with them and in letting us come and be a part of this, because this was really their setup. And so they have supported us. They have brought us ice. They have brought people over here to help us. So I want you to know, different organizations, but we are all here trying our best for this one purpose, to serve.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thank you for what you're doing for your community and for your school district.
Thanks for being here. Thank you for taking your time.
We're trying.
Prepare them.
We're
Help
trying.
us. Help us.
We're trying. God
Thank you.
bless you.
God bless you.
Oh,
We
God
love you.
bless you. God bless you. Miss Beth, God bless you. Oh, I'm a hugger too, so this is actually works. Oh. And I was sitting in the car. Oh!
See, I started something.
That's all right.
And you got our prayers.
Love is contagious.
That's
All right,
most
thank you.
important. Thank you, Miss.
He's just been Johnny everything. Johnny everything.
All right. Thank you all.
All right.
Please go and whatever you need. If
We
had
got her
food,
here this morning.
You would have it.
She put that thing in four-wheel drive and drove it right up in
I
there
did.
for us.
Drove it right up.
And we
Well, I'm
unloaded
an
it.
overlander.
There
And
you
so
go.
this is our mission, is to go out after the storm. So we drove right on up there, and then when we had to come off, we went all the way. Whatever we got to do.
Made it work, didn't you?
Capable readers.
There you go.
All right. See y'all later.
right, thank
y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
So through the course of the day, of course, we ended up running out of food. The corner was shutting down. And so as a result of that, we were starting to shut down. And so we had to declare who was going to be the last person in line, unfortunately. And so we picked this gentleman, and we said, "You're going to be the last person." And he was like, "Okay." And so in the course of that, finally his family, they waited to get served, and his family was ultimately served. And as a result of that, he stopped and had a conversation with us.
That day, he didn't want to go. And everybody was mad at him because he didn't go to school. And after that happened, everybody was happy he didn't go to school.
So let me make sure I understand this correctly. He was supposed to go to school that morning at Robb Elementary,
And he didn't want to go.
and he didn't want to go. And you let him stay home.
Yes. And
Look at God.
and we were mad at him because he didn't go to school. So, and then we were all happy he didn't go there.
Yes.
When God protects you from something like that, he has a plan and a purpose for your life. That means go and live for him. You receive that?
Told him not to go to school.
God bless your family.
It's okay, Joe. What's your name? Stephen. Keep listening to God.
Yes. Yes. Tell him God has a plan for your life. He saved you from this for whatever reason. He didn't even let you experience it. So whatever it is that God wants you to do, go out and do it. Be courageous. He's clearly with you. So go serve him to his will. His sister, who had remained quiet the entire time, she walks up and she says, "Can I have a hug?" It confirmed that we were where we were supposed to be, doing the mission that God wanted us to do, serving the people the way he wanted us to serve them. The next day, that family returned again. And once again, we had a chance to interact with them and to send them on their way with God's love. You never know what God is going to do. You never know how he's going to use you until you make yourself a willing vessel. We were thankful that day that we were allowed to serve.